Hello again. So for anyone that's watched any of my other videos, you might be aware that both my wife and I work in a busy hospital, and a hospital that seems to have endless meetings day in and day out. And thanks to COVID in the main, most of those meetings are now online. So in the case of the NHS, we tend to use Microsoft Teams, but obviously there's Zoom and Google Meet and a few others out there. The problem with meetings, especially hospital ones, because a lot of the terminology is clinical, is you need to take notes. Now, Microsoft Teams does allow you to record and will allow you to do transcripts. Anyone that's used Microsoft Teams for transcripts will know that it's not always very good. It does seem to cause quite a few problems and a bit of hilarity from every now and then. So it was that I was looking for various devices and I came across this thing. This is the HiDock, HiDock P1. This is the P1. There's also a P1 Mini, which we'll talk about later. So what is it? Well, it's a recorder at its basic level, so it will do voice recordings. It will also do transcripts, and slightly better than Microsoft Teams, it will also do using AI. It uses ChatGPT and I think Claude something or other, so there's different models, but it will do a summary as well. It's quite unique for a variety of reasons. Firstly, it will do the recording, transcripts and so forth using your earbuds, your own earbuds. So if anyone's used Teams, the call quality is not too bad, but generally most people have got, the NHS have just bought the cheapest headsets possible. The quality isn't brilliant. This thing, because it will use your own earbuds and headphones as well, I assume, for your microphone and for your sound, the quality is exceptionally good. I use Galaxy Buds Pro 3 earbuds myself, and they're really, really good. And it will use this to record. So basically, once you've paired your earbuds with the app and the device, this device, by the way, the P1, is designed to work with a computer or a laptop. You can get the transcripts and stuff to work on your smartphone and your tablet, but only for reading. At this moment in time, the P1 Mini, that's the one that's designed to work with smartphones, is not shipping yet, so it's due in August, and there's no app as far as I can see, at least not on Android. So this will do everything. So it's a standalone device. You can connect it to your laptop or your PC, and you can use your earbuds. It also has a thing called whisper mode, which is simply you just hold that in and it works like a dictaphone, for want of a better word, but it will also let you do the transcripts. A few techie bits. It's got 64 gig of memory in this one. I think the P1 Mini has got 32. I'm told that's good for about 1,000 minutes. When you get, I bought this on Kickstarter, by the way, when you buy the device on Kickstarter, you get, so there's 3 plans, and we'll show you the basics on the plans, but the basic plan, unlimited transcripts, free, but it doesn't do much else. The next plan up is called Member, so you get a member plan with the purchase of this device, at least on Kickstarter. And because I bought it on Kickstarter, I've got a 300-minute trial of the Pro version. I will explain a little bit more about those. The Member and the Pro version do not only just transcript but translate, so it supports 75 different languages, and there's a few other bits and pieces too. How is it to use? So if you can see it on the side, there is just one button. Hold it in and you might see the LED light, so that's turned it on. And the 3 modes that you can use, this is the standard room mode, so you just literally hold that button in, the one with the tick, and leave it on a desk. This is magnetic, by the way, so you can connect it to a whiteboard or whatever. You just hold it in. We'll do that in a second, so it will record what I'm doing, and that will then start to record your voice or voices, and we'll explain a little bit about that. There's a telephone mode, so you can literally on your phone, especially if you've got your earbuds in, that's great too. But that will record from there, and that's your earbud mode. I think they call it something like Blue Grab or something. So once you've paired your Bluetooth to this and the app, and there's a say Windows app, but at the moment an app for your smartphone, and that's it. There's a mute button. The little red button is actually, it's small, but it's really, really useful. That is bi-directional noise cancelling. So it works very well indeed, especially if you're using your earbuds, and it works at both ends. So if you've got background noise and the other person at the other end's got background noise, it seems to do a really good job of taking that out, and it's accurate. So we've turned it on, right? You can see that. So all I'm going to do, that little tick, hold it down, and hopefully you can see that you get a little LED colour. Each of those three modes is a different colour, and that's it. That's recording. So they, as I say, I think it's an 8-hour battery life. They suggest it's a maximum of 4 hours. So in theory, 4-hour meeting, you could have 2 of those back to back on the battery. I'm assuming it works if you plug it into the mains. And that's the ease of it. It's just very, very straightforward and very easy to use. So I'm letting that record what we're doing, and then I'll show you how the transcript works. What you do, when you get it, you go up to the browser version of it's called HiDock. You connect your device to your laptop or PC, and then you pair your headphones or earbuds to it if you want to do that. Then you associate that device with your account, which is great, because then any transcripts, transcriptions, translations, summaries, they all become available in that app. So if you want to look at those and edit them and do things with them, you can do that on your smartphone and tablet once it's actually been put onto the cloud, for want of a word. I should mention this probably does go to the cloud, and although they do say that the HiDock supports GDPR rules, certainly working in the NHS, I'm not sure I would ever use it for anything where there's patient ID involved. So just a caution there, if you're doing something sensitive in a meeting, I'm not sure I would use this. But by the by, anyway, it's been recording. To stop the recording, you just literally hold that button in again, and you will see the light goes out, and that is it. It really can't be much simpler than that, and I think it's quite a nice looking device, and it's easy to go in the pocket. Once you've done that, you can turn it off, or in my case, I'm going to plug this into my PC. You can hear that making a noise, and that is it. You have your HiDock app running, and then you plug it in and away you go. So what I'm going to do now, hopefully this will work, is I will turn this around, and you will see this is the information that you get when you log into the app, and basically you can you've got various options in here. I will show you the plans so you can see what it is. So your basic plan is there, and you can see 120 hours of transcript, AI summary, 75 languages. On the membership, which is what I've got, you can see you've got multiple AI engines. Voice mark, it's just a matter of pushing a button and it will put a tag at various places for you. I can only export this as text format, although obviously I can copy and paste it. And it will integrate with a calendar, so I've linked mine into my Google Calendar. With the Pro membership, it does speaker identification. Now, as you can see, I hope, I got 300 minutes of Pro membership thrown in because I got this on Kickstarter, so we'll be able to see some of that. But don't forget, if you're on the standard membership package, you won't get it. But you can see that you've got various options for saving out, and it will also integrate with Google Docs as well. By the by, that's how your plans work out. And basically you can see the device, you can name your device. If I click it, you will see that I've recorded one earlier, and this one here, you can see the date and timestamps. And to play it, you just literally click that. It's quite useful. You've got the ability to flip it backwards and forwards. And hopefully you can see that you get a little LED colour. Each of those three modes is a different colour. And that's it, that's recording. So as I say, it's 8 hour battery life. They suggest it's a maximum of 4 hours, so in theory, 4 hour meeting. Yeah, I always sound like that in meetings. And now you've got various options. So the language is automatic, but as you can see, 75 languages it supports, and it will translate between the two. I haven't tried multiple languages in the same meeting, but I guess it might do a good job of doing that. Then you have various templates, and as I say, with the Pro version you get all sorts of different options in there. I'm just going to stick with the general meeting default, but you've got psychotherapy, you've got one-to-one meetings, client meetings, and so forth and so forth. Quite a lot of choice there. Then you have the option of transcribing only, or transcribe and summarize. So I'm going to hit the transcribe and summarize, and I was quite surprised at how quickly it does that. So basically, once you click that button, you can see whizzing through, and away you go. Likewise here, whizzing through. A bit slower this one because I think I did a variety of little pauses and bits and pieces. Let it do it. And once it's actually completed it, once it gets there, I will then click on the button that lets me view it. You can see the 64 gig of storage, so you know how much space you've got. You can transfer it to specific folders and name them. Whispers is where you call it whispers, but that's where you're holding that button down to record memos. You've got configuration options in there, and as you can see, blue catch, which is what it calls the bit where you use your Bluetooth. You just scan and it will link it to it. Once you've linked your earbuds, it will remember it so as soon as you turn them back on, up and running. And hopefully you can see we hit view. And I don't know about you, but I reckon that has done a really, really good job. It even creates an overview, a to-do list, and up here you can see it's got S1, so speaker 1, speaker 1. If there are multiple different voices, you'll see S1, S2, S3. I don't know what the limit is, and you click on that with the Pro version and you can name the speakers, but otherwise you have to just tolerate S1, S2, and you can choose them. As you can see, it broke the transcript into 2 pieces. And that's it. I mean, I think it's a brilliant device. It's called, as I say, the HiDock P1, and I'll do a review when I get the P1 Mini. P1 Mini, by the way, plugs straight into your USB-C port, so it works on most of the modern phones once the app is released. Does not have, as far as I'm aware, there's a couple of limitations, but it doesn't have the noise suppression option. And because of the size of the device, it's only about that big, as far as I'm told, it will have slightly less quality with regards to the recording, but it's still probably very good if it works on the same format as this. That's it. What can I say? It cost me about, I think, slightly under £200 for both of those. Oh, incidentally, you do have the option of uploading to it, and even without the device, the HiNotes app, which you get for free anyway, you can use your smartphone and your other devices to do the whispers, so you can record stuff and get transcripts too. It's a very flexible device, and I think for the sake of it, it's really good for anyone that does meetings. Oh, incidentally, comes with a cable. I thought, wow, you know, standard USB cable. It isn't. Not that you can necessarily see it, but that cable is a touch cable, so you can start recording using the cable, and you can also mute it using the cable, which again is quite good. The only thing I would have liked, I guess, would have been a case, but I'm not complaining. I think it's great. Check it out yourself, and I'll do a proper review once I have had time to put it through its paces in a real life environment. Thanks again for watching the videos, and please subscribe and share my wisdom to your friends, and help me to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can retire and become a millionaire. Many thank you.